Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If you haven't already, make sure you make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button so you aren't missing any of these reactions, any of my vlogs about my mental health journey, or any of my celebrity interviews about their mental health journeys. Today's reaction is a request from my Patreon, William. Thank you so much for your support, for your love, for believing in me. I appreciate you so much. If you haven't had a chance to check out my Patreon, make sure to do so. Link is in the description. You get priority song requests, you get to jump on live streams with me, you get personalized pictures, behind the scenes pictures and video, and so much more, and every single dime goes toward my mental health outreach. So thank you guys for all of you who are supporting me. For those of you who have not had a chance to check it out, make sure to do so. But today I am doing Mono Ink Life Hates You. I have a feeling that this is probably going to be a little on the heavier side. I'm hoping that there is some upbeat energy to it, but if not, I'm prepared, and I know you guys got my back. So let's go.
Seconds like 7 days. Time doesn't pass at all, it's all the same.
Before it kicks in, his voice is really unique. I don't even know who I would compare him to. His voice is very, very unique, so I like that. The melody is simple. The lyrics are a little heartbreaking. The imagery of her, I know what that is. That's the I cannot move because if I do, I'm going to do something terrible. When you're laying in bed and you can't get out because you know if you do, you're probably not going to make it, or you just don't have the energy to get out of bed. I remember those days. That's very heartbreaking. And talked about the 7 seconds, like 7 days. It feels like back to Lucifer. I'll probably make lots of Lucifer references on this channel, but when he's talked about how in hell time passes differently, it's so freaking true. When you're stuck in your own hell loop, when you're stuck in your grief or your guilt or your depression, time passes differently, and it just feels like every single second is just a million years that you're having to endure, and it's hell.
When love is gone, the fear remains. Nowhere to lay your head down when it rains, and you wait for conclusion and the end of your days. Every heartbeat is wasted for a lifetime betrayed. Where was your part of fortune from your angle of view? Life hates you. And everything you do. Life hates you. But you hate this life too.
I want to hug this girl. I really do. Because it's not like the Chris Stapleton video that I reacted to where it's very outward. She's in that phase where she's lost in herself, and that can be just as hard, you know, as lashing out on other people, because obviously you lash out on other people because you've had too much time stuck in your own head. There's not really a whole lot to say when you feel like, you know, everything you do is just a waste of time, that every second is just oxygen that you're taking that you feel like someone else deserves. But the one thing I will speak on is from your angle of view. Sometimes you just need a different vantage point.
A picture frame full of deceit, an empty bed, an empty scene. love has gone, the void remains. Nobody you can turn to when it pains. And you wait for the daylight, and you feel incomplete. Yeah, you wallow in self-pity, and you choke when you eat. Where was your part of the rules from your angle of view? Life hates you. No matter what you do, life hates you. But you hate this life too.
What is she finding? She's just finding these little gifts, like life or someone is leaving her these little gifts. And look, she's smiling. She's smiling just a little bit. I know that there was a time where I just had to hold on to those little tiny smiles and those little tiny wins in life, those little things left on your windowsill. And that's what she's doing. I just want to say, life doesn't hate you. Life's not against you. I know that it can seem like that. And I will repeat again, you have to change your vantage point because life isn't going to say, well, this person deserves these terrible things and this person deserves my love and this person deserves my hate. That's not how life works. We can kind of get stuck in the rut of karma based on our own choices and decisions, but I feel like we move forward and we cleanse that by making more positive choices for ourselves and for other people, and that's how we overcome that, you know. So I don't think anyone's a lost cause. I don't think anyone is beyond help, and I don't think that life discriminates and hates certain people and loves certain people, but it sure can seem like that when depression is nagging in your ear and telling you all of these things, and you feel like there's a hole in you. And that was what broke me when love has gone, the void remains. Keeps talking about love in the song, and I, when my parents passed away, that was my love. I mean, I have lost romantic love too, but when my parents passed away and I didn't have that anymore, and it just felt like I was a shell and like I was empty, and like I couldn't possibly have a reason to go on, or a persona beyond being their daughter. If I wasn't their daughter, if I couldn't be their daughter, I felt like I had nothing and I could be nothing, and I just felt empty. And I did completely wallow in self-pity for years, falling down the rabbit hole of all these different things. And the Where's Your Part of Romance, that one really broke me too, because I did feel for quite a long time that I was undeserving of love, and that there was a reason I never got that date in high school, that I never got my mixtape, that I never had NSYNC played for me, you know, to ask me out or whatever. I never had any of those things, and I asked myself for years, why didn't I deserve that? Why don't I deserve that? Why don't I deserve for someone to love me in that way? Because I hadn't figured out how to love myself at all. And there's a reason that that's a cliche, because if you can't love yourself, if you're not taking care of yourself, that's going to project energy, and it's going to kind of make it very difficult for other people to connect with you, because you have this energy that's pushing them away.
Shell, a lonely home, and mess inside your mind, you're so alone. Well, love has gone, but the flavor stayed, the flavor of the life and all those brighter days. And you read all those poems, they describe what you feel, and you wish you'd be stronger. life hates you.
She overcame and she stepped outside and she changed her view. She physically changed her surroundings in the end. She physically changed her environment. So she changed that angle of view so she could start seeing that life was giving her all these gifts this whole time. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. I love it. I love it so much, William. Thank you for this. I mean, it seems kind of heavy, but at the same time, it's very uplifting. It's very validating. It explains exactly how you can feel when you're in that state of mind. I remember there being a time where I was convinced that life hated me and everyone hated me and I hated everything. I mean, I hated the paint on the walls. I hated my socks. I hated the way that the carpet was uh, positioned. You know, the little carpet fibers were all going the wrong way. Literally, my brain just hated everything. And the picture full of deceit, that one kind of struck a chord because you know you have these images, these memories, whether tangible pictures or not, of these people that said I love you and said I'll be there for you, and then they weren't, and you just feel so alone and so betrayed and so confused, and you don't know what to do, and you feel like you don't have any power, like you don't have any way out of it, but you do. And she walked out the door. She walked out the door of her hell loop. She left her hell loop. She left her hell loop, and that makes me happy. And that's really powerful. Realizing that you have the opportunity to step out of your guilt, out of your sadness, and while you might have a predisposition for depression and anxiety, you also have the opportunity to do things to tip the scales in your favor. I know that I'm always going to be a more emotional person than most people. I know that there are going to be days where the paint still sucks and the carpet fibers still suck and everything still sucks. I know that. And that's okay because there's so much more times that I feel the love and I see the gifts that life's giving me, even if the world's crumbling around me and everything that I'd planned is going to hell and my whole life is turned upside down. I can see those gifts easier now. But it was a journey and it took time to really start getting to that place. I like the reference also about you read all these poems that describe what you feel. I mean, that's what we're doing right now is we're listening to this music. We read books and things that describe how we feel and how you wish that you could be the heroine in that novel. You wish that you could be this girl. I promise you, you can be. I promise you, you don't have anything like wrong with you. There's nothing that I have that you don't have. I don't have special privilege or anything. You also have the opportunity, just like me, just like this girl, to move higher on your own happiness spectrum and to start making choices to improve your own mental health. This is beautiful. It was a great sound. Like I said, this guy has a very unique voice. The sound of the music is very simple, but very unique. So I am really grateful to be introduced to a new sound that I can enjoy and be uplifted by and share with you guys. So thank you. And life doesn't hate you, and I don't hate you, and I see you, and I understand that you might be feeling bleh, and you might be stuck in the bed, but I promise that minute by minute, step by step, we can start moving closer and closer to the door together. So, step one, share your mental health stories here in the comment section. Good, bad, and the crazy. We are where we are, and it's important that we talk about it. That's how we shatter the stigma. Like this video, make sure you share. You never know who needs to see it. And I love you guys so, so, so much. Mwah.